Every step I take, every breath I take.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me as we discuss this whole zero to hero concept that we have embarked on for the past 8 to 10 years or so, and that has resulted in transformation of so many young people across this country. So we started last week with the story of John, and we saw the impact of peer pressure. We ended last week with a place where his colleagues pulled guns out. And at that point, I asked, what does he do? You know, they told him, if you ever talk about this, you're a dead man. So today, let's now watch the continuation and see exactly what happened after that.
They told me now, this had been our secret for a very long time, but now you know our secret. You'll be the one who will be putting these guns for us. Never.
Was this your cousin or just friend?
One was my cousin.
One was your cousin, the other was a friend of the cousin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they told me from that moment, I'll be the one who will be, whenever they want to go for a mission, I'll wear my uniform, carry the guns.
What uniform?
It's a primary school uniform.
Oh, okay.
So I'll wear it, carry the guns to wherever they want to go. And at that time I was really scared because they told me if anybody else will know about this, I count myself dead. And I had to go with the guns at my mom's place. They never knew about it, but my mom used to sense there is something wrong with me, but I was really scared because at that time I was 14 years. So I whenever I wanted to share the story, I could remember what they did to me, and I could see myself dead. So I had to keep this secret. One day after they've gone for their mission, they didn't come back. And that was how now I was left with the two guns. That's how I now started getting used to them because I've stayed with the guns like 2 years.
So let's wait. Let's think like, so they didn't come back.
Yeah.
That means they were killed.
Yeah.
When they were killed,
Yeah.
what did you do with the guns immediately?
Nothing, I just kept them. But I was really scared. Sometimes I could maybe want to give them to my father. But whenever I touched it, it changed my mind.
Now, he wanted to talk to his father, but he couldn't. And this is where I think we need to revisit parenting. A lot of young people are suffering. A lot of people are going through the even mental health crisis and things that they're going through in their lives, but they're not able to talk. We need to understand that we must uphold ancient values, but in a modern context. And the context where as a parent, you're the chief terrorist in the home, and the children are not able to approach you and talk, that is going to cause a lot of damage in their lives. One of the things I learned is that when the children are confident in front of their parents, particularly their father, then they will be confident anywhere. Now, we have a lot of situations, you know, where the father is absent. And I want you to stay tuned because there is one of the shows we're bringing you is stories of people who have grown up in the slums with single mothers, but how they were able, you know, and they talked about how the mothers were able to groom them and build them up properly. So there's a lot coming up your way. So, but meanwhile, I just thought I should mention that John wanted to talk to his father. A lot of kids want to talk to us. But have we created a safe environment where our kids can talk to us? Let's continue watching the story of John.
I could even start now practicing myself alone. I could take the gun, put it on my waist, look myself in the mirror, how I'm walking. I just started imagining how these things do work. Whenever I see the movie, I would like to come and try what I saw. And that's how I started getting used to the guns. I started admiring that guns. And don't forget, there was also many other colleagues that you could look and see how they are wearing, they look good, and they are armed robbers. So I could admire what I'm seeing from others.
So how did you know these others were armed robbers by looking at them? How did you know?
In ghetto, everything is very open. Very open, like they can carry guns even while they are passing. Maybe sometimes there is a shootout between them and police. So there is nothing. By that time, because it was some years back, by then everybody knew about who is who in the ghetto, but no one wanted to talk about it because everybody was scared he'll get shot. And they are just our brothers from different mothers. We know each other very in and out. So that's how I get used to the gun.
So now we see somebody, a young primary school boy, has now become a full-blown armed robber, gang leader. And in subsequent episodes, you're going to see how things just went from bad to worse. And the question I want to ask is two questions. Number one, how many potential Johns do we have out there that need rescuing? He didn't set out to become an armed robber. He didn't. But how many are like him that need attention and we're just plain dead, ignoring these young people? We talk policy, we talk all sorts of big grammar, but we're not getting on the ground to work with these young kids. Now, the challenge is this, and I've said this over and over. If we do not become proactive, if we do not become pragmatic, and we're still reading from some idealistic script of how young people are supposed to behave, we, put in some idealistic things together. If we don't get pragmatic and get our hands dirty and go reach them, these are the same people that will grow up with a hatred in their hearts for society and will become a menace to society. So we have a choice. Do we get involved or do we become victims? I want you to stay with us. We have so many of these stories, and next time we're going to give the concluding part of John's story, and we're going to see how things totally, went ballistic. And we're now going to see also the turning point in the life of John. Please get involved with what we're doing. You can call numbers, on the screen. Talk to Lorraine, and she can tell you how to get involved with what we're doing. We have a mission, a God-given assignment to impact the youth of this continent, making poverty and unemployment a choice and not a sentence. And you know what? You don't have to be a government to make a difference. God bless you.
Every breath I take leads me to the